Listen, this is a concave mirror. This is the object AB. This is the image A dash B dash. You see two incident rays. One is parallel to the principal axis, hits the convex surface, concave surface at Q. Another incident ray hits the pole of the concave mirror. In both the cases, the incident angle is equal to reflected angle. Here you see the reflected rays here the reflected rays, both the reflected rays, this is one, they are far away from each other, by which there will be no they won't intersect in front of the mirror. So you just extend these rays. These two reflected rays are the virtual rays. They intersects, both the rays intersects at A dash. So the image formed is A dash B dash. This is the object. This is the object distance. This is the image distance. This is the focal length, and this is the radius of curvature. Description, like earlier two cases, the same description you have to do. You have to write the object AB is placed in front of a concave mirror in such a way that the image formed in such a way that the image A dash B dash is behind the mirror. The object AB is placed in front of a concave mirror in such a way that the image A dash B dash formed behind the mirror. C is the center of curvature. F is the focal length. P is the pole. Pole of the concave mirror. Over. Now derivation. In the figure, you see, we have to take the triangle ABP and ADS BDS P. Listen carefully. This is the incident angle, okay, and this one is the reflected angle, and this is the opposite angle. Now this angle is equal to this angle, and according to laws of reflection, this is I, this is R, so no doubt this is equal to this. So this angle is equal to this angle and this angle is equal to this angle. That means this angle is equal to this angle. This is 90 degree. This is also 90 degree. Then this will be this. So in ABP and ADSP are similar triangle because all the three angles of ABP are same that of the angles of A dash, B dash, P. In the figure, triangle A, B, P similar to the triangle A dash, B dash, P. So, according to proportionality, you know, ABP is similar to the triangle A dash, B dash, P. Means the ratio of their sides remain same. So this side you have to take these two angles, then the front side of this angle is A dash B dash and the front side of the angle is AB. So ratio between A dash B dash and AB, A dash B dash AB is equal to, you see this angle is equal to this angle. So PB dash is equal to PB. PB dash by PB. This is I. Similarly, triangle, you see here, Q P F, A dash B dash F, Q P this triangle. A dash, B dash, F, this triangle. You see this is 90 degree, this is also 90 degree, this angle is also 90 degree, so this side is also 90 degree. This angle is equal to this angle. So now this angle is the common angle between QPF and A dash B dash F. This angle, this is a common angle between two triangles QPF and A dash B dash F. QPF is similar to triangle A dash B dash F. So A dash B dash by QP is equal to A dash B dash by QP is equal to B dash F by PF. Implies A dash B dash by QP. QP is same to AB. A dash B dash by AB is equal to B dash F by PF. This is equation double I. Combining equation I and equation double I, we get P B dash by PB is equal to B dash F by PF. By taking proper sign convention, PB dash, this is B. This is U. This is U, this is V. V is measured in positive x-axis. So V is positive. PB dash is positive. So plus B divided by PB. It is measured from the origin to B along negative x-axis. So PB is equal to minus U is equal to. So now you see the focus is used on the negative x-axis. That's why here it is written B dash F. B dash F is how much? B dash F, B dash f. B dash f is equal to, I am writing here, implies P B dash by PB is equal to B dash f means B dash P plus PF. B dash P plus PF. B dash P plus PF whole divided by PB. Plus B by minus U. B dash P. B dash P is B dash P plus PF. PF plus minus F whole divided by PB means U minus U. PB is minus U because it is measured in negative x-axis. So PB is minus U. So now it is plus B by minus U, B plus minus F. So just cross multiply it. You just multiply it. Minus UV is equal to here it is PF, so it is PF. So PF is equal to minus F. So just multiply it. Minus VF is equal to minus UV plus UF implies you take it to this side and take it to that side. So now UV is equal to VF plus UF, dividing UVF in both sides dividing UVF in both sides we get UV by UVF is equal to VF plus UF whole divided by UVF implies UV cut दियो 1 by F is equal to VF by UVF plus UF by UVF. So now V cancels, FF cancels, here U cancels, FF cancels. Now which implies 1 by F is equal to 1 by U plus 1 by V. Implies 1 by V plus 1 by U is equal to 1 by f. So this is the required mirror equation. Figure, description, figure over, description over, derivation over, and this is the mirror formula. We have derived it from, this is a concave mirror, but the mirror is producing the image which is virtual and erect. Virtual and erect means abhasi or salakha. Virtual and erect image formed behind the mirror. So this is the mirror formula which we have derived. Next, this is case 3. This is case 3. This is case 3. So now, magnification. Transverse magnification. The relative size of the image with respect to the object perpendicular to the relative size of the image with respect to the object perpendicular to the principal axis. So it is the relative size of the image with respect to the object perpendicular to the principal axis. Perpendicular to the principal axis माने a length टा. It is nothing but the ratio between the image and the object. So write it here. In this triangle, look at here. In this triangle, a dash b dash by a b, a dash b dash by a b is equal to a dash b dash by a b in ABP and a dash b dash p. Both the triangles are similar, so a dash b dash by a b is equal to PB dash by PB. PB dash by PB. A dash b dash by a b is equal to PB dash by PB. You have to take this small triangle ABP and a dash b dash p. So a dash b dash by a b is equal to P b dash by PP. Implies Look at here. A dash B dash. It is the image, and this image is measured perpendicular to the principal axis, parallel to the y-axis. So earlier I have stated, if it is parallel to positive y-axis, it is plus. So now plus I by the length AB is also measured parallel to the y-axis and above the principal axis. So it is also positive. Here is the pole, here is one length of the object, here is length of the image, no problem. And this is, earlier I have stated, this is plus I and this is plus O. But if the object is like this, the image is formed, let's say, like this, then in this case, this is minus O and this is also minus I. So now right here, this is plus O is equal to PB dash plus V all divided by PB minus V, which implies I by O is equal to minus V by U, implies AM is equal to minus V by E. Here you see, this is the relative size of the image with respect to the object perpendicular to the principal axis. So now AM is equal to minus V by U, and also you can find one by V plus 1 by U is equal to 1 by F, implies V into 1 by V plus 1 by U is equal to V into 1 by F, implies V by V plus V by U is equal to V by F, implies this is 1 plus V by U is equal to V by F, implies V by U is equal to V by F minus 1 according to mirror formula. Implies minus V by U is equal to minus V by F minus 1 is equal to 1 minus V by F. minus v by u is equal to a f minus v by f. So m is equal to minus v by u is equal to f minus v by f is equal to, in the same way you can also find this is f by f minus u. So this is the transverse magnification. Longitudinal. The relative size of the image with respect to the object along the principal axis. Longitudinal magnification is defined as the relative size of the image with respect to the object along the principal axis. Along the principal axis. So one thing you remember, transverse magnification, it is also called linear magnification. Here m is equal to I by O. But longitudinal magnification, in case of longitudinal magnification, m is equal to dv by du. Always remember, this is I by O, this is dv by du. Look at here, this is dv by du, you know, this is the image, so this length is dv, this is dv, and this is v, and the small length along the principal axis is dv. Here also the small length this is du. There is a change in the width, there is a change in length, and there is also another change in the width. So this is dv, because it is a part of v, that's why it is dv, and this is a part of u, so that's why this is du. And this length, small length, the width is a small length, the small length is measured along the principal axis. We are not measuring it in this way, we are measuring it in this way. No doubt very small, but we are measuring it along the principal axis. So that's why longitudinal magnification is dv by d. Linear magnification or transverse magnification is equal to image length by object length, I by O. Image size by object size perpendicular to the principal axis, and it is denoted by m, and it is denoted by m dash. So dv by du, you just differentiate it. One by v plus 1 by u is equal to 1 by f. So now differentiating dv by du whole into 1 by v plus 1 by u is equal to d by du of 1 by f. F is constant, f is equal to constant, f is equal to constant. So this is d by du whole into 1 by v plus d by du whole into 1 by u is equal to 0, implies minus 1 by v square into dv by du plus minus 1 by u square is equal to 0. So now, which implies minus 1 by b square into dv by du is equal to 1 by u square, implies 1 by b square into dv by du is equal to minus 1 by u square, implies dv by du is equal to minus v square by u square, implies dv by du is equal to minus v by u the whole square, implies dv by du, this is m dash is equal to minus m square. So now longitudinal magnification, this is the transverse magnification, this is the relation between longitudinal magnification and transverse magnification, and this plus n square is equal to g. One thing I want to tell you, here you shouldn't forget the formulas. Is equal to minus v by u. You just remember minus v by u. Then you can easily transfer into, this is in the form v and u. Similarly, by using mirror equation, one by v plus 1 by u is equal to 1 by f. Just multiply u 1 by v plus 1 by u is equal to u into 1 by f, implies u by v plus 1 is equal to u by f, implies u by v is equal to u by f minus 1, implies is equal to f u minus f. So now v by u is equal to f by u minus f, implies minus v by u is equal to minus f by u minus f is equal to, you just multiply this minus with the denominator, f by f minus u. So now minus v by u is equal to f by f minus u. So write down f minus v by f this is in the form v and f is equal to f by f minus u. This is in the form u and f. Okay, all the best. We'll meet you in the next one.